a hard road.
Hi everyone, how you doing? I hope you're doing well. Going for the messy, relaxed hair again today. So I feel like this video is, obviously it's not planned because it's my video, but this may or may not get deep, or I may or may not reveal certain things from my past that I haven't shared with you yet. And I feel like some things need to be talked about, and in the hopes that this may help you guys who are struggling with certain things that I have struggled in with the past. Struggled with in the past, and that is friendships. I feel like most people have them, and if you do, they're not always easy. And I just wanted to do a little like chatty through video in the hopes that if you're wondering or questioning certain friendships, maybe this can help you. Now I think the main thing with me lately has been people that have not bothered in the past, have miraculously decided that now is the time that they want to get into contact with me. I have no idea why. If I have a friendship, if I'm friends with you, I will be your best friend. Do you know what I mean? I will literally be your best friend. I put 110% into all my friendships, and that's what I've always done. And I feel like that's why I get, I don't want to say hurt, but I feel like sometimes let down by other people, because I feel like I expect too much from people, and that's my fault. Like, because I put so much energy into them, I feel like it should be a two-way street with friendships, and that has not always been the case with me. And as like the time's gone by, I've actually been like, you know what? No. Like, I've tried so hard with different people in the past and they've just not been committed. I don't know if that's their problems, they're going through situations, they don't really want to hang out with me anymore, which is fine. I don't know, I just feel like if you've got a problem with someone, have the respect to let them know that you don't want to be friends with them anymore, which is okay, I guess. I'm like not the smartest brain in the box, but I can read people so well. I know if I'm going to get mugged off by someone, I can tell if someone's intentions are a little bit iffy. And this has been like a trait that I've had all my life. Whether I've stopped that friendship there and there is a different story. Because I feel like as you get older and leave school, like if you go to college or uni, friendships are going to get better. Whereas, not going to lie, friendships may or may not change a lot in school. Like when I was in school, everyone was changing friendships all the time. Everyone was always falling out with each other. You may be sitting there thinking, I've got no friends. Like when I was at school, I had a group of friends, but I don't speak to them anymore. There's only a handful of people, if that I still speak to now, and that's okay. That's nothing on them, it's nothing on me. It just depends on how much effort you want to make with them people. Like there were certain friends I had at school were just, they weren't good for me. Like, just, I don't know. I think because, I felt, for me, I was an easy target for people that were feeling a bit low about themselves, didn't like themselves that much, and they'd be like, oh, I can just take it out on Mark. I feel like I was that person for quite a while, because I was always that sort of person that was like, you know, I was always like upbeat, do you know what I mean? And even if I wasn't feeling upbeat, I was upbeat, because I just knew how to hide it. But yeah, there were certain friends that, it wasn't like a bullying thing, but it was like, they just disregarded me as like a person that mattered. Do you know what I mean? I don't know, nothing crazy, but as the time went on, I started to think like, these friends aren't good. Like, it was like little belittling, little comments, little snarky comments that I used to get, and I felt like some friendships were very toxic, and I would look at their friendships and think, oh, they've fallen out with that person, they've fallen out with this person, they've fallen out with that person, I wonder why. But yeah, and it took me ages to actually clock and be like, F you, because you're actually treating me bad, but I haven't even noticed that, because for some weird reason I enjoyed your company. Do you know what I mean? Like, sometimes you can't break away from certain friendships because you are so like, I always pick out the good things in people, whereas some people pick out the bad things. Whereas if I'm picking out the good things in people, I cling on to them friendships because I know that deep down they are a good person. But sometimes that just isn't enough. And not in a selfish way, I feel like you have to put yourself forward sometimes, excuse me, and put yourself first sometimes. And that's okay, because your health and your mental health should come first. I've never ever spoken about this, like, apart from myself in my head. I feel like to some of my friends, I was always like the butt of the joke. Oh, like, he won't get that, or, you know, oh, he's stupid, or, do you understand that? Or like little shitty things like that. And sorry. I can take banter and I can also give it, and you just know when it is, and you know when someone's being a sarky arse. Just watch out for them people that make you feel like you're being belittled, especially if you're in a group. It was always when we were in the groups that the certain person that I thought, oh, we get on alright, would belittle people when they're in groups in front of certain people. And back then I was just like, oh, that's so bad, like blah, blah, blah. But now I look at people who do that and think they're insecure. They need help, they need a hug, they need to listen to some soothing music. As I've said in previous videos, I'd rather have one friend that I could trust with my life than 5 friends that I was iffing and ahhing about. And then people grow up, people like come into themselves, they're a lot more relaxed, there's a lot less pressure, and I feel like pressure is like the main cause of like friendships as well, like being told to do something because you want to look cool. I never did that. People were like, oh yeah, let's bunk off school, let's jump over the fence, like let's throw a dictionary at the wall. I didn't do that. Like, I always stood my ground with certain things like that. And I think that's important, and I could sit here and be like, oh, don't succumb to peer pressure. But I know I've felt peer pressured in the past, and it's horrible, and it's like you feel like you're in the wrong because all these people around you are telling you to do something, and you're like, well, no, this isn't right. Am I in the wrong? And you start questioning yourself, and that ain't good. Because as soon as you start questioning yourself, you're on a path to questioning yourself even more, and that ain't good. Because you should be happy, and you should be confident in what you want to do. Especially in school. I also want to touch on stealing friends and replacing friends. Now, even where I am now, believe it or not, I still get accused of stealing friends or replacing certain friends, which makes me piss. As you get older and time goes on, I feel like it's so important for when you're at school to be like, you can only have one best friend. You're not allowed to like go around anyone else's houses. I'm going to be jealous if you speak to anyone else. You're my friend, you're not allowed anyone else. And I totally get that, because I'm pretty sure like when I was in school, like a lot younger, like maybe like year 7 or 8, I'd see my best friends like hanging out with other people, and I'd be like, oh, but they're my best friend. Like, do you know what I mean? And it's not a bad thing to be like, get a little bit like, oh, protective over your friend. But I feel like when you cross the line and be like, you're replacing her, you're stealing him, you're replacing him, there doesn't need to be any replacement, because we're all here. We can all talk to who we want, we can all hang out with who we want. Like, there's no limit to how many friends you have. It's important to understand that friendships get lost, friendships can gain, or friendships just fade away and they're not as close as people used to be, and that is entirely fine. My tea. No! Oh, it's going to be cold now. Yeah, I think it's just crazy, like, how the mind works. I don't know what I'm saying now. You just need to watch out. If you feel uncomfortable around people that are trying to peer pressure you into things, or you feel like you're best friends with someone but they always like say like snarky comments, or I don't know, they always like try to belittle you. Like, as I said, that's happened to me in the past. Just make sure you're not being oversensitive first, because I completely agree that sometimes in the past someone said something and I've took it a little too personal than I should have, but then I feel like sometimes you just know when someone's being an arse. What you can do, you can either stand your ground, no violence, just be like, look, I didn't appreciate what you just said. You don't have to do it in a group. You can send them a text, you can pull them to one side, you can send them a note, send them a carrier pigeon. Just be like, I didn't appreciate what you just said in front of everyone. Just be a little bit more in control of your emotions and how you want people to accept you. surround yourself with people that are going to bring out the best in you. If they want to have a friendship with you, then they will make the effort, and if not, then it's their loss, isn't it? Anyway guys, I have rambled on for long enough. I hope this helped. I hope this put a lot more things in perspective for you. I never know if these videos work out, because I know they work out when I upload them and your response is incredible, like always. But when I'm filming and editing, I'm like, until I press upload, I'm like, is this gonna help anyone? What am I saying? I really hope this video helped. Please, as always, start a discussion in the comments, something that I haven't touched on. Help each other, build each other up, as always. And then, give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it and want more advice videos. Also, let me know in the comments what other subjects you'd like me to touch on. I love and appreciate you guys so, so much, and I will see you very soon. Bye! Bye! Back to Van Morrison. I've been